Hey guys, welcome back. So a little bit ago I saw a video on one of my favorite Crown Vic channels, and he mentioned he was going to be doing a power steering fluid flush on his 2003 town car. And he expressed how annoyed he was when he looked in his owner's manual and found out that his power steering fluid called for a different fluid from his transmission fluid. And so he was going to have to find and buy two different types of fluid for when he also does service the transmission. So I thought I would take a minute to go over this technical service bulletin that I found about a year ago when I was doing a similar service on my power steering fluid. So this right here is page 256 of his owner's manual, and this is on a 2003 town car, and it lists on here for the power steering fluid it uses Mercon ATF, and of course the transmission fluid it uses Mercon V. So when he saw this in his owner's manual, and when I saw it too, it confused me a little bit because I thought those were the same fluids, but they're not. So I did some research and I found this technical service bulletin that was issued in 2007, and it's technical service bulletin 07-1-7. And what it says on here is it says issue: Mercon automatic transmission fluid is being replaced by Mercon V as a service fluid for power steering systems originally requiring Mercon. And action. Beginning immediately, all power steering applications requiring Mercon can now be serviced using Mercon V. And it's got a list of a bunch of different vehicles that are affected. And the first one on here is the Crown Victoria 1996 to 2007. And same thing for Town Car 96 to 07. And same thing for Grand Marquis 1996 to 07. So it looks like back in 07 they just switched over to Mercon V for the power steering fluid. And so when I went through this about a year ago, I went looking for some Mercon V, and in my little town I'm lucky enough to have 3 auto parts stores. I have a AutoZone and an O'Reilly Auto Parts and a Napa, and the only store in my town that carries the Mercon or the Motorcraft brand Mercon V is O'Reilly. And there it is right here, the Mercon V, and they're asking $7.99 a quart. And I thought that was a little high, especially since I was going to have to buy, you know, almost 20 quarts of it to do my transmissions and my power steering systems in both my Panthers. So I went looking around and I found this at Walmart. And SuperTech, they've got a Walmart brand Mercon V, and it's only $4.82 for the current price. So I did some research on that, and I went ahead and I used this Mercon V, and I did my transmissions and my power steering fluid, and I haven't had any issues or problems with it. So I think it's a great value, being that it's more than $3 cheaper a quart. So about a month ago or 2 months ago, I was thinking about doing my power steering fluid again in my 2010 Merc. It just started looking dirty again. So I went down to my local Walmart to pick up some of this, and they were out of stock, and they've been out of stock for about 3 weeks. And so I thought I was going to have to bite the bullet and pay this the King's ransom for $7.99 a quart. And I thought it wasn't going to be too bad because I only need 2 quarts to do the power steering fluid. So I thought, wait a minute, why don't I just go by my Ford dealer and see what they're selling it for? And here's my receipt right here at Ron Duprat Ford. And this was on April 3rd, 2020. And they were only asking $6.43 a quart. But I didn't pay that. I paid $5.47 a quart. And I'll tell you how I did that. And if you're a Costco member, Costco has an auto program where if you go to the Costco website and put in your email address, they'll send you a 15% off coupon, and you can use it on parts. And it's pretty much good at any dealership that you want. You just put in your zip code, and then it'll put in your closest dealership. So I was able to get 15% off the $6.43. So I was able to get it for $5.47, and so that's real close to what this Walmart stuff is at $4.82 a quart. So I was real pleased with getting the Motorcraft brand fluid almost as cheap as this Walmart. Especially because the Walmart was out of stock, and I didn't know if it was going to be back in stock anytime soon. So if you need to do a flush on your power steering fluid, make sure you're using the correct Mercon V instead of the old style Mercon ATF. And if you can't get a hold of this Walmart, or you don't want to use the Walmart, check your local Ford dealer. And if you're a Costco member, you can get 15% off parts. Okay, that's pretty much it. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.